Hello guys, here we are with Scarabs. Don't know why, but that's what's been requested. Scarabs on Battlefield, that's what we're doing. I'm playing the normal 5-card Fanatic stealth tank type deal. Basically so that I can use Scarabs. Because if you play these 5 cards, you actually have a reasonable chance of winning the game without your 6th unit. That gives me a chance for Scarabs. I think I'm gonna play Seth actually, because I need more units. So yeah, we're gonna Alright, I almost opened Scarabs because they're on the hotkey that wheels are normal on. Luckily I remembered. Yeah, harvester. Bikes. Back up and get our own bikes. My wheels, which is good. He actually split fired, so one missile went on the wheels and the other went on the bikes, which is bad for him. That means that we're still ahead in the bike mirror. And he didn't even kill enough wheels to change that. Because the wheels actually change the bike mirror as well. If you have wheel support, you win the bike mirror. So as you can see, we've killed 2 bike squadrons and he's killed 4 bikes total. So we're up about 2 bikes right now. He's gone Buggy for some reason. Buggy doesn't seem that good in a bike mirror. There's a little bit of us falling behind as we get pop capped on the low hit point bikes. Have to make more bikes, but obviously once we get our fresh bikes in, the fact that we were ahead in the bike mirror pushes us into ascendancy. The bike mirror. God. Thank you for that. Rockets. Ports. Alright, so we're going to get these Scarabs set up. We're going to try and set up Scarabs on the other side as well, although that seems less likely to happen, shall we say. We'll give it a go. Hopefully these Scarabs will kill these flamers. And we lost 2 Scarabs doing that? It feels bad. Scarabs suck bad. Ah, God. Anyway, we got some Scarabs. We killed some stuff with Scarabs. That was really the goal. That was what we were looking to do here. Killed something else with Scarabs. We're really living the dream right now. We're gonna make some more Scarabs now. And try and get them to kill something as well. That would really be the nut high. It looks like the game's gonna end. Sadly, no more Scarab value there.
Enemy base destroyed. 3, 2, 1. New mission received.
Right, so we're gonna go wheels first again.
Harvester.
Our aim is to get a decent amount of map control and then bring up the Scarabs. Starting with wheels. We'll go into Shock Troop.
Unit ready.
Go into the Scarabs once we get a decent amount of map control. We see seeing Shock Troopers is good for our deck because Shock Troopers makes it less likely that he has a 10 cost unit. Like if you're opening Shock Troop, the odds of you having a 10 cost unit to trade into Scarabs is very low. So whatever he makes is probably going to be bad versus Scarab if he has shocks in his. So here you see a Rhino, which is obviously bad versus Scarabs.
Unit ready.
Another Rhino, also bad versus Scarab. So we should get at least some value out of this Scarab as it kills this 30 cost unit.
Nuclear missile launched.
4 of the Rhinos. Alright, so our Scarabs got 60. I mean, that's the thing, right? Even the dream scenario for Scarabs is usually just gaining some amount of Tiberium value. And maybe you get some amount of, like, fall near the end of a missile, but even that's a bit sketchy and doesn't happen that often. Kind of why Scarabs are terrible. Also, Scarabs gives your opponent the chance to delete units they don't want anymore. That Shock Trooper just walked up to a Scarab and traded with it. That's 40 for 40. That is a direct trade. That's not even good. Like, he walks into my Scarab and it's not even a good trade for me. That one's good. 40 for 20, kind of. But it's just still I mean, this guy's having a bad time with these Scarabs. You can see that, but that's the level of power you need from Scarabs for them to be worth it.
You are victorious. 3, 2, 1. New mission received.
All right, up against a Jade player. Jade player could be good for us because it means they're likely to have an expensive anti-infantry unit like Chems or Chemical Buggy, both of which the Scarabs will be efficient. Laser drone opening, that's bad. I'm gonna make one bike and then go into lasers. I want to make one bike so he can't just pressure my economy. Then I'll just go into lasers and
No problem. Revving the engine. Boy, launchers will bust the Boyka roll your command.
Building online. Unit offline.
Boyka burning rub.
Let's kill them all.
Unit ready.
Laser squad.
Your command.
professional.
We'll hit them with
Lasers at half. Very high tier plays.
The engine.
Laser drone. Yep, there's the Chuggy.
Ready to roll.
I'm gonna try and get Scarabs here. This might be a misplay. Laser drone is also as bad for us because it means they have a 20+ unit. He can trade double laser drone into my Scarab for an even trade, or if he knows how to do the micro trick, he can use a single laser drone to make the Scarabs kill themselves. You can get a laser drone to go over the top of a Scarab and make the Scarabs kill themselves.
Boyka, brother, brother, launchers will bust their burning. Kill them all. Gonna brain them. Kill them all. Advancing.
Unit offline.
And there goes another like, more Scarab set up.
as he desires.
Unit
I get a stealth tank. I don't know.
offline.
Stealth tank is probably a misplay. Right, there goes the laser drones. Trying to get my Scarabs to kill my stealth tank. I want to try and stop one of these things from triggering my Scarabs. Just throwing laser drones at my Scarabs, and there's very little I can do about it. It's kind of annoying. I think the game is probably going to end now, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. Just made laser drones for the entire game.
Launched. Mission accomplished. 3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Alright, another Jade player. Very common to see Jade with laser drones.
For the crystals.
Unit ready.
I don't want to go Fanatics early because he's got double laser. I think this feels like the first Fanatic squad I've made this run. I don't know if that's true, but I feel like I haven't been making Fanatics.
Unit offline.
Hold up the great plan. But one cane
Famous.
requires it. We will die.
Unit ready.
One big cane will.
One of the easiest ways to punish Flamers is simply to stack two Fanatics together. Once one of them boosts the other, annihilate Flamers.
Unit ready.
Attack a great. Boyka ready to roll.
Unit offline.
Your command.
Like that. Yeah, Flamers get super wrecked by Fanatics on.
Launchers will bust their dial. Launchers will bust their dial. No problem.
Warhead launched.
Alright, so we're gonna try and set up the Scarabs now. Get some breathing room.
Boyka ready to roll.
Enemy catalyst missile incoming.
Full Catalyst. Also, the fact he has Flamers makes me think he probably doesn't have another Chem unit.
Launchers will bust their
That's probably just Jade for the sake of Jade, which I'm not a big fan of. I think Jade is, as you can see there, like I can just dodge a Jade missile. It's not a good power for killing units really. I can't dodge it with Scarabs, I guess, but then he's trading 80 for 40, so probably going to be okay with that as well.
Unit ready.
You're advancing.
I'm going to try and get rid of some of these bikes.
Revving the engine. Boyka ready to
Unit
roll.
offline.
Boyka ready to roll.
Should just be my game here, like these Scarabs. There's the Catalyst missile on the Scarabs. But I win, so it doesn't matter. Yay, Scarabs!
Enemy base destroyed. 3, 2, objective available. Harvester ready.
Iberium is calling.
Alright, so we've got some lasers again. Again, Jade as well. I got triple wheel before I go into the Fanatic. I'm making so many lasers. I go Fanatic. And I preserve these wheels. All the lasers with. So I have something for scouting. The second Fanatic to intercept these lasers going down. This looks like it's going to be a chemical buggy, honestly. Venom, interesting. I was expecting chemical buggy because of Jade. I have to make bikes. Can't afford to wait for can't afford to wait for self tank. Comes a Banshee. Oh, where that's going, looks like. I don't want to set up the Scarabs now if I can. Harvester. Fence. I'll get my lasers to do that, and then I'll go for some Scarabs. And then towards them. Not sure these Scarabs are going to arrive in time. It looks like the Venom's just going to... Not great. Pointing result there. Banshee. Again, I'll try and get some Scarabs set up. Scarabs will do better against Banshee, obviously. Get set up versus it. Then we'll stealth tank for this Venom up here. Venom should trade. Oh, sorry, not trade. Should... Then I get the Banshee as well. And we also have this fire, preventing him from getting on the pad. Good job, Scarabs.
You are victorious. 3, 2, 1. New mission received.
Right, so we start.
Harvester ready.
Militants. That's actually bad. It's bad for the Scarabs. If he has militants, then the Scarabs are pretty much just off the table entirely. We're probably just not going to make Scarabs this game at all. We have to be very dominant for me to feel like I want to make Scarabs in this spot. Gone straight into War Factory, which is unusual. Normally people make a second unit from their first building. I'm making bikes because I'm anticipating bikes from him. So it looks like he's now made the lasers. That's very weird choice. Right, so I'm going to back up and get the Fanatics. Down to get one. There's a tank. Okay, interesting. Going to tank. Unusual stuff. Should be able to fire this missile just by tanking for long enough with the wheels and the bikes. Yep. More bikes to go after this tank. I don't think... I mean, like, the tank should be able to kill at least 2 bike squadrons fairly comfortably on its own. I don't really have a good answer to tank in my deck. My deck is just very, very bad against tank, because the unit that we've cut to make room for Scarabs is the one that would kill tanks. Normally the last unit in this deck would be either a Scorpion or a Shade, but that's the unit we cut to make room for Scarabs. So we're just very, very weak to tanks. Like, our deck is just horrible versus tanks. Our best bet is probably going to be Fanatics plus Stealth Tank. Then obviously the Fanatics are not great at moving into... I wanted to kill that drill pod before the flamers arrived. Fanatics aren't great at moving into militants. The Venom, that's not good. Stealth Tank is going to be heavily overworked. I have to fight Venoms and Scorpions. Now, Stealth Tank almost kills a Scorpion if you full volley it. So as long as we get a little bit of chip damage with something else, can deal with the Scorpions with Stealth Tanks. Alright, nice. But we managed to take it down. Yeah, we couldn't... No option for Scarabs there. Couldn't Scarabs against that guy.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, I feel like this might be the first GDI player I've played against. Mostly been playing against Nod, mostly Jade as well. Strong Arm is really, really good against Scarabs, obviously, because put a Strong Arm turret which costs 40 to either kill incoming Scarabs, which will just kill them for free, or you can put it next to Scarabs and come close to trading off with them. So yeah, and it also has rifles, so again, probably not seeing Scarabs this game. You can't make Scarabs in a game of rivals against an opponent who has a decent deck. You effectively can't make Scarabs. That's why Scarabs don't see any play. But Scarabs see no play in like high tier rivals at all. Because if your opponent has a deck with a scout unit, which basically all decks do, you can't make Scarabs. Now, I had to go stealth tank to fight his Pitbull in the early game, which is really bad for me because now I can't afford my Fanatics. So I'm going to have to stall for a little while. Try and buy some time for the Fanatics to arrive. Spamming missiles, which is a reasonable thing to do if he hasn't seen an answer to missile. Turret, I'm just going to get the stealth tank to kill it. This is how you beat. This is actually the best way to beat turrets, is just to kill them. They have low hit points, so if you just kill them, it's the way to answer them. Trying to ignore them is, I think, a really bad idea, because if your opponent places it correctly, it'll always be somewhere that's good. So trying to ignore it is a mistake. I think it's better just to try and kill it as quickly as possible. Alright, nice. So we did manage to delay long enough. You see we're at 134, so this was a super delayed missile. We delayed long enough to get Stank plus Fanatic going, which is what we wanted to do. Now we need to prevent him from getting APC onto the pads. Alright, interesting. Alright, I'll just ignore. That one I can ignore. That one is in a position I can ignore forever. So I'll just ignore that. Go in and shoot. He hasn't played Liang, so any damage I get on an APC is valuable. He can't just heal it up. Talon. I'm actually going to ignore the Talon, I think. APC. Ah. Might roll my stealth tank. Fresh stealth tank. Get a Pitbull. Get it near it. Can't get it near it. I'm going to take out this turret instead. Keep my Fanatics alive to fire the missile. Alright, very nice. Couldn't make any Scarabs in that game though.
Enemy base destroyed. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so strong arm again.
Harvester ready.
Rifles again. That means we can't use Scarabs once again. I mean, like, even strong arm alone was probably enough that we weren't going to be able to make Scarabs, but rifles means we definitely can't. Again, like, we'd have to be super far ahead to ever consider making the Scarabs. We'd have to be winning by so much before I made Scarabs. On double harvester, it looks like. Okay, well, the fact he's gone double harvester makes me want to go Scarabs a little bit more, because it means he's going to be making, like, expensive tech units at some point, and if I can have Scarabs set up, then it's pretty hard for his tech units to walk onto the pads. Okay, so the turret basically traded for my 2 wheels, which is not great for him, honestly. I'm gonna go bites just because I'm scared of an air unit. Yep, there's a Talon. Kind of predictable. Normally people make Talon in response. Talon or Drone Storm in response to Fanatics is very common, or Razorback. So I was reasonably confident that some bites were going to be good. I think I'm going to make Scarabs now, actually. I think we're in a position where I feel comfortable making at least 1 Scarab squad. Like I said, if he has tech, I want him to not be able to just march tech onto the pads. That's not a great turret. I'm just going to ignore that one. Yeah, this is the problem with making Scarabs. You can send the rifles at them. I'm going to run my Scarabs away, try and preserve them, make sure he can't kill them off with rifles. Sandstorm. Try and get the Scarabs set up for the Sandstorm. Yes. Now we simply ignore his Sandstorm. Except he can just send rifles at it again. So does he have time to send another rifle in? I don't think so. Scarabs MVP! Haha! Yes! We did it, Reddit! Scarabs MVP!
Objective complete. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, up against a Seth. Seth is pretty scary because it means playing Nod and Bike Rush. Not going to make a Harvester until I believe he's not committing to the Bike Rush. The fact that he's gone Wheels afterwards kind of indicates that he wants to make more units. I'm going to go after his Harvester now. Looks like he just went Wheel Bike Harvester. No, he's gone Lasers. He doesn't have a Harvester at all. Okay, at this point I do want to make my own harvester. He's now built 2 buildings. It means he spent a lot of money in the early game. It means he can't afford a harvester. I'll probably lose this missile. But I'm okay with that. Like, because I can't save up for Fanatics yet. What I want to do is stall for as long as possible and try and get to Fanatics. It's unlikely to happen. I probably just lose the missile. But no halve basically always wins the first missile, so that's not too surprising for me. And he should just fall behind in economy. I mean, I've got Fanatics now, so maybe I don't lose the missile. I'll send some wheels up to stall. He's probably going to respond to my Fanatics with wheels. Yep, there they are. So I bring in bikes. Send my Fanatics to kill his guys up here. Don't know if it's going to be in time. No. It's basically impossible to beat no halve first missile. That's just a fact. It's not a big deal, though. Like, you're almost always going to lose first missile to no halve, but then they just have no money. Doesn't matter. Then you'll win the next 2 missiles easily. He has a harvester now. That's not. The thing is, you can see how far ahead I am in terms of map control because of the fact that he no halved the first missile. Laser drones as well. Okay. But yeah, you can see how I have like just complete map control. He's broke. He also has 10 cost wheels, so we can't make Scarabs in this matchup. Can't really pressure a harvester very well on the battlefield. Go fall back. Stealth tank. My aim is to just have stealth tank plus anti-infantry infantry on both pads. That way I can use the stealth tanks to protect my infantry from anything that could kill them, like lasers. Phantom? Okay. I don't even have an air unit, man. No air units in this deck. Okay. Yep. That's how I expect it to go after first missile against a deck that started no halve.
Mission accomplished. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, last game with the Scarabs. How it goes. Laser drone rush. I'm just gonna make bikes. I don't want a tech switch, because then he can just go harvester. Kind of like how that last guy we played against. I'm just gonna use 1 building to defend this. So I should have really made a harvester instead of these second bike squad. That was a misplay. I want to stall the missile as well. Right, this is perfect. This is exactly what we want. Stalled missile, sitting here on defense so you can't send in the laser drones. Perfect. Now, he's clearly made a harvester because he hasn't done anything for ages. So now he definitely has a harvester as well. So now we go into lasers and try and just play a normal game again. Yep, that's half. Wait and see what he does to counter lasers. If it's going to be more venoms or if he's going to go into infantry. And we want to go stealth tank as quick as possible. Oh. Alright, he's going to go after. It looks like he's going for my harvester whilst missile's about to fire. I will defend, because I believe that if this guy is making this play, he wants the money badly. He's willing to just not even try for the missile and instead go for the money. Even boosted those laser drones. Seems like he really wants that cash, which means he probably has tech units. So I don't want to let him have that money. Yeah, there's second harvester. He definitely has tech. He was willing to give up the first missile for 80 Tiberium just to get his tech out sooner. Now that we have a stealth tank, we can annihilate his air units very quickly. Now we just use stealth tank to kill the venoms whilst the lasers kill the laser drones. I'm going to try and set up Scarabs as well for funsies. Also, like, not just funsies, but also if he does pop out a tech unit, having Scarabs in makes it harder for him to do anything about them. Okay, cool. Like we win easily. Yeah, there's a flame tank, lol. Flame tank, lol, lol. Lol, nice flame tank, lol. And he surrendered.
Enemy base destroyed.
Alright guys, there it is. Tenno with the Scarab deck. Got to use Scarabs a reasonable amount, I'd say. It wasn't 0 Scarabs, that was fun. We had that game where the Scarabs killed the Sandstorm, that was pretty good. Alright. Scarabs are obviously terrible. Would never recommend Scarabs for any reason other than to... Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll see you.